Alrighty, welcome back everybody. Good to see you guys. Hope you guys are having a good Wednesday. Yeah, we've got a pretty quick short night tonight. We've only got 3 sessions to go, which means that we're already a third of the way done. You guys know the drill. Feel free to say hi if you're just joining in. Let me know what you're studying. And if you were just studying with me, let me know how that last session was. Out of 10, we've got 9.5 minutes. We'll take our quick first short break of the night, and then we'll move on to session 2. Yeah, already a third of the way done. Hey, Artist, 7 out of 10. Good to see ya. Welcome back. I'll give it like an 8 out of 10 as well. I'm working on a handout brochure for high school athletes with like stress fractures and stuff. I got to switch over to doing Anki in the next session, so I got to finish that up. Yeah, it's just for like handing it out to athletes. We're doing a small study on like stress fractures in high school runners, so kind of educating them about stress fractures before we do that and how to prevent them, hopefully. I am still pretty sleep deprived, unfortunately. I got like 5 hours last night, which I thought would be enough, but I guess it wasn't enough for recovery from yesterday anyway. So, just gonna call it early tonight. I got one more early morning class tomorrow, and then hopefully Friday I can sleep in a little bit. Your whole class is not interested. Why not? I feel like there's some really cool stuff with ultrasound research. I was just doing we learned fast exams this morning, and then aorta, abdominal AAA. So and then we learned also how to start IVs and IOs and just like basic telemetry. Today was a very like nice hands-on session this morning, which was awesome, but it was an 8 a.m. sessions, and I was not mentally prepared for that. Ultrasound fast is pretty cool though. I feel like it's nice, especially if you got a patient that's not stable. Can't always send them to the donut of truth. I'm trying to think. There's got to be a lot of like ultrasound related research right now, isn't there? I feel like you can play around with a lot of the frequencies and settings, can't you, to kind of figure out what has higher yield for finding things, what has lower yields for finding things. I don't know. You would know better, obviously. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That's how I feel about a couple of my classes as well, to be honest. Like, there's no way I would have went to an ultrasound session at 8 in the morning if it wasn't mandatory, which kind of sucks because it probably was way more high yield than a lot of the lectures I'm doing. But yeah, I totally get that. Yeah, and the busy work, yeah, that's killer, especially when you're already like busy trying to catch up with studying all day. I totally get that. I totally get that. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, right. You were telling me because it's still a bachelor's degree program. Yeah, so they have a bunch of college stuff that they need to fulfill. That's so wild. I genuinely, I feel like most ultrasound techs I talk to now do the trade style certificate program. But the bachelor's one is probably more cohesive and probably way more in depth, isn't it? Hey, Libile. How to read long articles without falling asleep. Walk, move around while you're doing it, take notes, write on the articles, try to summarize. I think the best way I would recommend is legitimately just like if you read like a chunk of text, be able to write one full summary sentence, not like a full sentence, but like a summary, and that'll kind of force your brain to stay awake and learn how to actually condense the information rather than just like reading for the sake of reading. So something I know friends will do is like after a paragraph or after a half page, they'll read their half page and then on the margins they'll scribble in like this section talks about this, this, and this. The most important point is, and then like a summary sentence. It should help. I feel like writing or doing something or moving around will keep you a lot more awake and active than just reading something super boring and slow. Hey, no problem. Hopefully it helps. Standing desk works, yeah. Programs are pretty, yeah. Oh, dang. Okay. So you guys spend pre-reg class to get into program. I gotcha. I mean, it means you have more foundational knowledge, though, I feel like. But yeah, I totally get that, too. Especially when you're doing something as practical as ultrasound. You probably just want to get in there and just do ultrasound, totally. I mean, having some of those principles allows you to feel like communicate with teams better, you know, especially if you're in an inpatient setting or in an ER. Having some like basic physiology or like basic biochem even gives you an idea of like why stuff is kind of happening the way it does. I don't know. At the same time, I totally would be, yeah, I totally would probably go for the 2-year course myself. Because you just want to get in there and do what you want to work on, right? I feel like there's ups and downs. Yeah, that's kind of the dilemma I have with med school as well. Obviously, I need to learn the stuff that I'm learning, right? But whenever I talk to physicians, they all kind of said the same thing, that like nobody remembers the majority of what you learn in the first 2 years of med school. And a lot of it just kind of comes from like when you're actually in the hospital and hands-on training, and like residencies where you actually learn how to be a doctor. So I don't know if this was an EM thing, but all the ER doctors would tell me that like all the time. Some of them were like in favor of like we should just get rid of med schools and it should be an apprenticeship style program where you apply in right out of high school and then they do like a 10-year residency where maybe they have like a year of the basic essentials, anatomy, physio, and like whatever other major sciences are required for that field. I thought it was a pretty funny idea. I don't know if I would necessarily agree, but some of them were pretty staunch on that idea. Yeah, totally. One of my favorite attendings, he would say like, I mean, the 21st century and 20th century is like the first time in history that medicine is taught as an academic subject rather than as a trade. Which I mean, he has a point for sure. Although I feel like to some extent too, there's obviously some play with it's changed in, at least in the States. It's a very academic field. I feel like outside of the States, the degree is a little different and they do 5-6 years right out of high school and then they spend more time in training, whereas we spend more time in school. And then like I think there's pros and cons to it. For the States, it kind of works because we're a very research-oriented med system. So doctors are able to make more innovations here than they are perhaps in other countries where they utilize like biomedical innovations and then figure out how to work with them. But, you know, I don't know if every physician needs to be a scientist to be a good physician. I'm sure it helps. So I don't know. Just food for thought. I've thought about it before, and I low-key would probably prefer the apprenticeship model as well. The problem is I can't see a system in which you could like how would you even filter out people for who can do what specialty, right? Like let's say somebody wants to do neurosurgery, but they don't really, you know anatomy very well, or aren't willing to study the anatomy. You can't just accept them into a neurosurgery like program like that, right? Either. So I wonder how that would, maybe you would do like a pre-exam, like the M, or like maybe you would have people study for the step 1 on their own or something. I don't know. But that's the same issue, right? Where you're just studying a bunch of fundamentals and no practicality. So who knows? It'd be a fun system to think about and design. I wouldn't want to be the one designing it though. I feel like that would just come with like endless endless backlash. All right, y'all. We've got session number 2. I'm gonna leave the camera where it is for a sec, and then you guys can go and get started. We only got 2 more sessions for the night. Pretty chill night tonight. So here we go. Session 2. Good luck. right, welcome back, everybody. That was session number 2. So we've got one more for the night. I know, quick night. I apologize for having a quick night today, but we'll make the most of it. Feel free to say hi if you're just joining in. Let me know what you're studying, and if you were just studying with me, let me know how that last session was. Out of 10, we've got 9.5 minutes. We'll take our last short break of the night, and then we will start our last session of the night. Thanks, Isha. Yeah, I have not been sleeping this week, and it is catching up. So we're gonna try to sleep tonight. We'll see if it actually happens. I feel like it's probably not gonna again. This is the problem with morning classes. You know what's funny? I was about to start taking melatonin as well again, just to see if it'll work. And literally, I was in clinic yesterday, and one of the patients asked the family doc I'm rotating with, like, "Oh, doc, what do you think about melatonin?" And doc looks at him, stops, he puts down his laptop, and he goes, "Melatonin is the worst thing that has hit the supplement market ever." And I was like, "Well, okay, maybe I shouldn't go with melatonin." Hey, Mr. Sa, welcome back. Welcome back. Happy Thursday to you. Happy Wednesday for us in the West Coast or West Hemisphere. Maybe studying some biophysics and then work a bit on business. I mean, nice. Bio and physics are light. And business is heavy. That's a new one. 4 out of 10. Nice. Oh yeah, I probably will give that one like a 6 out of 10. I spent way too long perfecting that handout that I was trying to make, and I'm gonna be very behind on Anki now. But it is what it is. Gotta call it a night. Ah, that's fair. Hope you get a night and have a good night. Get some rest. You might just be tired. It's also the middle of the week. 7 too complicated. Why is it too complicated? What's up with your story, Princess Strawberry? It feels different just one day before Friday. I kind of think about my week like that as well. Like, how close am I to Friday? But ever since I started med school, weekends kind of don't have meaning anymore. I guess weekends are nice because I know I don't have to go to class in the morning, but the way I need to study every single day anyway, I kind of don't get weekends that much. You know what? How my brain actually orients it? I orient my week around Sunday and Monday being my most productive days now because I orient them around stream being the most active on those days. So whenever stream is more active, I get more productive too. So Sunday and Monday are where I get a lot of work done. I don't look good today. Oh no, yeah, I'm tired. Dang, it's showing? That's unfortunate. Yeah, I'm just tired. I haven't slept much in the last couple of days, but this is nothing new. I'm used to this. Sipping on Gatorade to keep me going all day. I just filled it up with some homemade Gatorade. I am on a diet, so the Gatorade kind of kills my calories a little bit, but it is better than passing out, so we'll take it. Thank you, Mr. Saab. I'm all right. I just got to get some sleep, honestly. 8 out of 10. Nice glittering star. I have a guest coming tomorrow. Oh, enjoy. Is it a fun guest or is it a formal guest that you got to be sitting around and have to be on your best behavior? It's always so tough when it's like the latter and then you need to study. But sometimes I'll but if it's a fun guest, I know I'm not getting any work done that weekend. Thanks for being here though. See you tomorrow. Formal guest. Oh man, good luck. Hopefully you can escape and run off to your room and get some studying done. Do you guys want a writer channel? I'll make you a writer channel. I low-key was thinking like you guys can do it there's a channel in the Discord. Would be nice to actually get it started to use the where are the channels? Oh, I'm in the wrong server. Hang on one sec. There is a channel in the studying lounge called There's not one called English. Wow. Okay, well, there's about to be one called English. Okay, English. right, now there is a channel called Writing in the Discord, so you guys are welcome to use that. It is under Studying Lounge. I don't know about everyone's wishes. I just didn't realize we didn't have a writing channel. I swear I thought we had an English channel. Yeah, it's there now. What happened today, Sha? I learned fun news. I learned how to finally stick an IV and an IO in a patient. I haven't done it on a patient yet, but I learned how to do it today. We just practiced on dummies, which was fun. I suspect I'll never end up doing it that often, and nor should I be, because I will probably be blowing out veins if somebody's asking me to stick an IV. But the IO is interesting. So an IO, for those of you guys who don't know, it's called an intraosseous membrane access. So inside of your bone, you got a little tube that holds all your bone marrow and kind of makes all the blood in your body, right? So in a situation where somebody is really, really hurt or has really, really bad veins and you need super duper fast access, you can do something called an IO drill. I've seen this done a few times back when I used to work in the ER a few years ago, but I never knew how to do it myself. You literally take a drill into the ankle or the side of the knee or the top of or the bottom of the side of the knee and the bottom, not in the actual knee, and then or on top of the G or in the shoulder. And you literally drill into the bone, and it kind of screws into the center of the bone, and then you can run whatever medications you want through that. Obviously, it's not very comfortable, so you don't do it very often, but they taught us how to do it today, so that was really cool. Virtual school made my nice. Oh, sorry about her grandfather. Yeah, out of region. Can't join classes from out of Canada. Oh, what? Got unenrolled from the school? Bruh. So, what, she's just not going to go to school this year? That's crazy. Anyway, I have the urge not to practice IVs on something, and I don't know what. Can't practice on myself. That would not end well. Can't practice on people. That would also not end well. So I wonder where I can get a dummy to practice IV lines on. Register again when she comes back? That's crazy. Oh, man. I bet you they'll just give her the same schedule back. Not gonna lie to you. It's too much of a hassle to reschedule her for everything. I guess it also depends on what classes are full and what they aren't. Yeah, hopefully. This IV on player. I saw that. I mean, if player lets me, I'm pretty sure player has really small veins. It's okay. Player doesn't need their veins. The goal is to practice on somebody else. The goal is to practice on, you know what? I'll practice on player to get an IV line running, and then once I'm confident in my ability to run an IV line, I'll run one into myself so I don't have to leave my desk when I'm studying. I could just run a saline drip into my arm. What am I studying today, Isha? I was just working on a we're doing some research on stress fractures in high school athletes. So I was just working on an educational pamphlet right now to hand them out for those kids so that they don't stress fracture their legs. But otherwise, I'm on my GI unit. I have my exam in about a week. I'm very behind. So tomorrow and Friday are going to be kind of catch-up day. Saturday, big time. I was really hoping to be caught up by Sunday. I don't know if that's going to happen. But yeah, I think yesterday I was working on pancreatitis, so pancreas issues and pancreatic cancer. And today I was supposed to do malnutrition, but I don't think we're getting to that, so I'm just going to do review cards. Yeah, long days. There's going to be long days after. I think tomorrow's kind of short. Friday's pretty short. And then Saturday through Wednesday is just going to be crazy. I have to lock in, so we'll be here all day. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then I have a 2-week break after that. So hi, Divya. Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore your question. Type that again. Ask the chat, where are you? And the bot will answer you. All right, wonderful people. This is our last session of the night. Honestly, I'm just going to leave the camera. I'm too lazy to move it. So you guys can go ahead. Yeah, I need this break so badly. You guys can go ahead and get started. Good luck. Good luck. Lock in. Let's do this. Last one of the night. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. That was our last session of the night. So thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys being here. I'll be here for like a few minutes while I pack. Feel free to say hi. We're just gonna ignore that timer. We're done for today. But yeah, feel free to say hi. Let me know how that last session was out of 10. If you were just joining us there at the end there, let me know what you were studying. Otherwise, I'll just be packing up in the background. Nice, Isha. 10 out of 10. Nice. Finish by. Awesome. I give it like a 6 out of 10 for me. I need sleep tonight. The question is, will I be able to sleep tonight? Hola, Olivia. Yeah, we're done for today. You just caught us at the end. I have an early morning class. Otherwise, I would stay up a little later too. So I would like to start getting off by 11 p.m. more consistently this week anyway. How am I doing? I'm all right. I'm just tired. I have not been sleeping enough. But the first time, well, actually, no. Neither time was really my fault. I mean, I am going to bed a little bit late, but not like crazy. I just can't sleep. Yes, beyond tomorrow, hopefully. I tried to take a nap during the daytime too. Kind of lost the day by trying to do that, but that's okay. Gotta just kind of grind out the next few days and catch up on the last couple of days that I have not been studying as much. For a while, I had before dinner coffee. Dang, does coffee stay around for you that long? I kind of wish. Coffee hits me hard in the morning. I'm realizing this as well. In a not fun way, I suppose. Like, it works. It's just like, it's a little too much in the mornings. And then in the evenings, I don't feel it. It's weird. Feel tired. Yeah, I get that. Trust me. Although sometimes that is actually like health issue too. So, you know, when you're at your doctor's next time, it is a good idea to bring it up that you are tired even while you're sleeping enough. Because sometimes that could be a simple fix, like or not simple fix, but sometimes that could just be like thyroid, iron deficiency. There's a lot of things. Some of them are really easy fixes here, and then you don't have to be tired. Some of them not so easy. Energy drink at 7 a.m. after sleep 3 hours, your hands were shaking too hard. Yeah, I did the same thing. I drank like a shot of espresso and a half this morning while I was doing ultrasound work. And it's not that my hands were shaking, but I was definitely a little like today. Take care, Isha. Have a good night. I all packed up. I think I. But yeah, we have a lot to catch up on. I forgot to do my housekeeping. Whatever, that's okay. I'll just do it at the end. I've got a morning class tomorrow, and then I might go for a run alongside the river if I get a minute, which will be cool. I haven't done that before. Just knock out a couple quick miles. I do really need new shoes for running. I was talking to one of my friends who's an actual runner, not a fake runner like me. And my Achilles the back of my heels have been hurting a lot, especially once I get into like a couple miles. So I'm gonna go see if I can go grab some shoes in the next week. They're just so expensive is a problem. Taking another HIIT class tomorrow. Good luck. I meant to go to the gym today. It's just that I feel like I knew if I went to the gym, I was gonna get hurt, so I just didn't go because I was too tired. Body's falling apart right now a little bit without sleep. Didn't study. Should have studied. Didn't. It happens. It happens. It's okay. Make a plan for tomorrow. I feel like that's the other thing too. Is like sometimes when you're just like, oh, I need to study, and you don't know exactly what you need to study, you're not going to study. You have I feel like having a plan of what you need to do every single day is a lot more helpful for something like that. Because otherwise, it's so hard to get started otherwise, and convince yourself to start studying. But tell you what, Olivia, I'll be here tomorrow. If you set the little bell icon, or you have the notifications on in the Discord, When you see me hop in, just hop in with me. Like, no matter where you are, right? Tell yourself you're gonna start when I start. I can even like hold you accountable to that if you want. And that'll probably help. Shoes are expensive. They're like over 100. Yeah, I know. I was kind of looking at them and like, I need to go to a running store because I need to get fitted for good shoes. I got some wonky feet. So I need to go get fitted for shoes and see, like, my arches are fine. It's like I've got a really wide toe box, but a really narrow midfoot. So I always have a hard time with shoes, even for regular walking. I'll probably pop by a running store and see, like, help. Because the current shoes I'm using, I've been wearing since like February. And I mean, they work, but they're like all worn out. The cushioning's gone. 2 miles, like a mile and a half in, I'll be like, ow, 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 every step. So I might have to drop it to spend the money. If I spend that kind of money, low-key, that might just be motivation to keep running or like train for a longer race for next year. But I hate running. It's like my least favorite thing. I was checking my VO2 maxes out on my Apple Watch yesterday though, and I just saw last month was like the worst VO2 max I've had in my like life since having an Apple Watch, which was like, oh, like last month. This month is better. I'm slowly getting it back, but that was like, oh, I probably should have kept an eye on. And it didn't know. You actually did know it. Oh no, that happens. Oopsie. It's okay. We'll catch it up tomorrow. I have to catch up too. Hey, Abby. Hookah. Yeah, my dad swears by Hookah as well. I like them. I might go check those out as well. I need to be productive with this energy I spent to do the work in thermodynamics. Isn't that, well, yes and no. Thermodynamics states that, like, I mean, if it's a high entropy reaction, right, then it'll be more efficient because it'll want to go. But if I don't want to do it, there's going to be kind of a low entropy state. And as long as the enthalpy gets done, it just won't be as efficient. How many sessions tomorrow? I will try for like... Okay, my plan is class, run, class, home. And if I slept enough, we'll do 7, hopefully. That's the goal, is a nice long day again, or more. I would like to end at 11 o'clock and just keep waking up at 11 o'clock now until or sleeping, or stop studying at 11 p.m. until my exam is done. So we'll see whatever time I get home. My classes end at like 3 o'clock tomorrow, so 4... It's gonna be a tight ass, but we'll see if I can get on by 4. If not, then it is what it is. But I'll study till 11 p.m. tomorrow. Perfect. Sounds good. I'll see you at 6 o'clock then. Probably will not be on a long break at that time. Although I want to start taking a long break around like 7 o'clock. Sunset's like at 7:50, and I don't ride my motorcycle anymore because the sun sets so early and I start studying so late. If there's any motivation for me to start studying earlier, it's so that I can go ride my motorcycle in the long breaks. The weather is phenomenal. There is like zero reason for me to not go riding right now, but I haven't been going to the gym because I've been running and I keep having like random back pains, which is more reason to go to the gym. But I will try to start studying earlier. It's random rants. All right, y'all. I'm tired. I'm just going to keep babbling if you let me have this microphone for too long. Yeah, the weather is beautiful, man. I don't want to be studying inside anymore. Elbow's okay. I haven't been lifting, so I haven't had a flare-up. I think that's the other thing. I'm kind of worried when I go back to lifting, it'll flare. But, like, it's not flaring on regular use. I think I'm going to just avoid climbing and avoid tennis until I get time to properly rehab the elbow. Oh man, I already flared it up just doing this. Whatever this motion is, whatever. But lifting should be okay as long as I kind of ease up on the triceps, I think. You rode a motorcycle for the first time 2 days ago. Did you like it? I love my bike, man. Have a good night, Princess Strawberry. Have a good night, Abby. All right, you guys, I'm going to start my little wrap up for the night. Thank you guys for being here. As always. Yeah. To the rotator cuff here, the anterior. Yeah, but it's not a shoulder issue. It's like my ulnar, whatever cubital fossa the ulnar nerve runs through. It kind of feels like it's like trapped in there, and it's just every time I do this, it's like rubbing against something. I could probably figure it out with physical therapy by myself or ask my friend. I have a friend in PT school. I'll just ask him like what exercise I do for ulnar nerve entrapment. He'll send me a list. All right, wonderful people. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate y'all. It was a quick session. Apologize for that. Hopefully we'll have a longer one for the next few days, including tomorrow. Other than that, if you're not in the Discord, come join the Discord. If you are in the Discord, come say hi. Introduce yourself in the introduction channel. Would love to meet all of y'all. Study schedule is up to date for the next week, basically. So do me a favor, check that out. And am I forgetting anything? Yeah. No, I don't think so. Right back at you, Olivia. Have a good night. Take care. And that's it. That's all I got. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you all have a wonderful day and a great night. And as always, make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves.